One of the most common mistakes that I see new chicken owners make, and people just getting into buying chickens or getting into chickens, is they go to the store, to a farm store, they buy the coop, and they walk up to a tub, they buy 6 chickens, and they leave and they go home. A few weeks later, they come to find out that half of those are roosters. And that's because on that you got to pay attention on those tubs or wherever you go that you're buying pullets and not straight run, unless you're a farmer, but we'll get into that here in a minute. So if you're getting into chickens, keep in mind that you're buying pullets if you want eggs. Don't go buying a straight run, because the chances of having a rooster in there is going to be a lot higher than buying the pullets. Although that they claim that they've went through them or they sexed them, there's no guarantee that any of those are roosters. We've had that happen before, which is fine for us. But for example, if you live in a subdivision and you're only allowed 6 chickens and you end up with 1 rooster, that opens up a whole nother can of worms. A lot of these stores have limits. Right here locally, we have one store that has a 2 limit purchase, another one with 4, another one with 6. So right there kind of handicaps you as far as, maybe get another one. Then you got to worry about integrating them as they get older. It's a whole nother story. Another mistake is there are so many different breeds. In here, we've got this Polish one right here, Olive Egger, Americano right there. And then we have Brown Leghorn, we have a Jubilee Orpington, Lavender Orpington, Sapphire Olive Eggers, just White Leghorns, Bantams just right over here. So this one right here is really cute. That's a Cherry Egger. Back over there, that's another Cherry Egger. But we have an assortment because we knew exactly what we wanted to get. So when you go into the store, you buy 6 of one kind, get home, and I can tell you right now, for example, this is a good example. That one right there, yellow and orangish rather. That one is a Jubilee Orpington and is all speckled, completely different from there right there. So right how that one looks right there, it's completely different. And to be honest, they will all look different when they get older. They will not look like they do when they're babies, and boy do they grow fast. This one right here is a Bantam. They're going to stay fairly small. That's another Bantam. They're more on the smaller size, smaller eggs, but everybody to each your own has the reasoning of what they want their chickens for. I like having an assortment of them, but then again, if you live on a farm, having them sex might not matter. Just getting the eggs is fine, so you might just go in there and buy an entire tub of Buff Orpingtons or Barred Rock or whatever they have, and you might not care, and that's fine. But other people might say, hey, they get older and be like, oh, we should have got this one, or we should have got that one. And then before you know it, if you're allowed and you live on property, like we're fortunate enough we can have as many chickens as we want. So we're like, well, this year we're going to get all these and this and this. But not everybody is that fortunate, and they're only limited to so many. And again, there's a lot of little things as you go, you will start learning. But if there's one thing that you could take away from this, is to remember, make sure if you want chickens that lay eggs and you don't want a rooster, make sure you're going for the pullets in those inside those with the pullets, because this straight runs, you're going to have roosters mixed in there. And another thing is to do your research on the breeds. You might want something cool like the Polish chickens or the Bantams and stuff like that, instead of all the same. And as far as the roosters go, that's a whole nother video. You might not want a rooster. Like I said, maybe you're in a subdivision and you can't have a rooster. Everybody has reasonings to protect their flock. If you're a homesteader, maybe you're a prepper, and you want the ability, say these chickens get older and you want to start hatching chicks from your own flock and let those chickens go broody. The hens go broody and hatch your own on your property instead of starting out, so maybe they can integrate easier into the flock. There are so many different things. So like I said, if you could take away from this, make sure that you're doing your research, the breeds that you want, make sure that they're sexed for the most part. You're not getting straight runs if you want hens. And if this video helped you, I'd really appreciate it if you followed and share. So thanks again for watching.